Today is a very auspicious day, Ekadashi Tithi. Here today I see some more devotees coming online. I am reminded by this. Our Gurudev used to say, if you are in our Calcutta mat and there is no any special tithi like Janmashtami or Govardhan Puja or Gaur Purnim like this, but you see mat is full of devotees, then no need to see on the calendar. You can understand it is Ekadashi. Because devotees, some household devotees, they are not living so close to the mat. So they are thinking economically. Less energy, less time, more profit. So they are thinking we cannot come daily to the mat to hear Harikatha, to do Kirtan, to have darshan of Diti, Arati. So, but if we come on Ekadashi, then we will get more benefit. We can get the benefit of all other 13 days in the month or 14 days only in one day. So they will surely come on Ekadashi. Because it is stated in Shastra that if you do bhajan on Ekadashi, then you will get million times more benefit, means devotional benefit. What is devotional benefit? It is stated in Shastra, like if you eat food, with each morsel you put inside your mouth, three things will simultaneously happen. Up to that degree, your hunger will be removed, suffering because of hunger, and you will get nourishment of body and also happiness. Three things happening same time. Like that, one who will do devotional service, his devotion to Krishna will increase, his realization of Krishna will increase, and also detachment from all other desires will all automatically come simultaneously if someone is doing proper bhajan. So on Ekadashi, one will get million times more benefit if he does bhajan. So they are coming on that day, at least on that day. Then everything is covered, whole month or 14 days. And you will find in Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which he wrote on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because that is teaching of Mahaprabhu he had to write. In the first 10 devotional practices, which are the most important, Ekadashi is one of them. Following Ekadashi is devotional practice, very important one. Even before taking initiation, Harinam initiation, you have to promise that you will follow Ekadashis, along with other things, but this is also one thing. Mahaprabhu also requested his mother, "Mother, you please follow Ekadashi," and she did. And Ekadashi is not only for devotees, it is for all people. If you can encourage anyone and he will follow, he will surely get Sukriti, very much Sukriti, if he follows Ekadashi fasting. It's very important. In Ambarish Maharaja's kingdom, he gave order, everyone has to follow Ekadashi and also have to hear Harikatha. And because of that, all were happy. Generally, you will find people, they are interested in material benefits. So for them also, those stories are given of 12 Ekadashis. Then if they hear what kind of benefit, material benefit one can get by following Ekadashi, they will be inspired to follow. That is for beginners. so that they may be encouraged to follow, but ultimately it must be done for the satisfaction of Krishna, like Ambrish Maharaj did, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also showed by his own example. On Ekadashi day, he gathered all his devotees, personal associates, and in the house of Srivas, from early morning, they started doing kirtan. Whole day, whole night, they were doing kirtan, without eating, without sleeping, without drinking, only chanting holy names for the satisfaction of Krishna. By that they were sustaining themselves. It is not possible for conditioned souls, but we should try as much as possible on Ekadashi. We should try to increase our bhajan, especially chanting. Then we'll get increase in devotion. And Sanatana Goswami also wrote book Hari Bhakti Vilas on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There you will find how to observe Ekadashi, how to break fast. That is also very important part of Ekadashi. If you don't break fast in appropriate time, then you will lose following of that Ekadashi. So there everything is written, when you should not fast on Ekadashi, but on Mahadvadashi, when to break all this, and which items in Kali Yuga you can take as prasad, and that will not break your fasting. Fruits, roots, milk, sugar, water, milk products that you can take, nuts. Especially you should not take grains and beans, because all sins are inside on that day, on Ekadashi. One will say how this is possible. The same grain, I was giving rice in my on my shelf yesterday. I was eating rice. Then how that same rice today is different? It's the same rice, same pot, same jar or same box. How today is different? Because it is by the will of Krishna. His will is the point, not physical laws or our conception. Like when Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill Prahlad. By the will of Krishna, sword will cut. Physical law, you will die. But Krishna can change at any moment if he wants. So that sword could not cut Prahlad, because Krishna changed his function. Everything is possible for Krishna. So by Krishna's will, on today's day, there is a sin inside grains and beans, and very heavy sins, all sins, up to eating cow's meat sin. If today one eats grains, it is the same sinful activity as eating meat of a cow. It is in Shastra. Shastra is Supreme Lord's word. That is truth. What we are speculating and seeing with our eyes, that is not truth. What is stated in Shastra, that is truth. Devotees, they can realize that. So, Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami to write, on Ekadashi day, one has to give up all enjoyments, all sinful activities, and with all good qualities, means, according to Bhagavatam, one who has exclusive one-pointed devotion to Krishna, he has all good qualities. Why? Because by serving Krishna you serve all. That is proper action for universal benefit of all. So there is no fault, only goodness. Krishna is all good. By serving him, everything is perfectly done. So all good qualities means this, exclusive one-pointed devotion to Krishna. One has to do upavas. One meaning of upavas is fasting what I said now. Another meaning is upavas. Vas means to reside, upa means near. We have to remain near Krishna. How is this possible? Only through service. Our Gurudev gave that example. By taking mantra diksha, one will surrender to Krishna completely and to Guru. Then Krishna will make his body transcendental. With that transcendental body, one can serve Krishna. Because Krishna is transcendental. Only one who is on transcendental platform can serve him. If there is 10-story building, then if you are in first floor or ground floor, how you can serve the master who is in 10th floor? Not possible. You have to go by stairs or by lift to that floor, and in that room, that bed, then you can serve. Otherwise not. So Krishna is transcendental. If I'm on material platform, how I can serve? I have to become transcendental to serve him. That is possible through surrender, by mantra diksha and by that practices of deity worship like this. But that is not so easy to completely surrender. So now in Kali Yuga, by the grace of Krishna, because he saw how degraded we are, jivas, in this age, he himself descended in this world in the form of his names. They are transcendental. If we chant those names, we will be near Krishna. Deities are sometimes, they are closed during day, some period. So at that time you cannot serve, you cannot get darshan. But Harinam you can chant always, you can always serve. And that is easily available. Even you can lie down, you can, while eating, while evacuating, while bathing, while cooking, while cleaning, walking, driving, anytime you can chant Harinam. Not always with mala in toilet. You cannot go with mala, or you cannot cook with mala, but you can chant Harinam all the time. So it is most easy process, because we are so degraded. So by this process we can attain ultimate goal of life. It is written there in Bhagavatam. Shukadev Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, this Kali Yuga is full of faults, ocean of faults, unlimited faults, bad things. But there is one good quality in this Kali Yuga, that only by Kirtan one can attain the ultimate goal of life. So this we have to do. Also it is mentioned that the avatar for this age is worshipped by Sankirtan, means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna Varnantisha Krishna, that verse. He is Krishna himself, but not black, not Krishna color, black, not black. He's golden. And he's coming with his associates and with weapon also. What is that weapon? That is Harinam. By Harinam, he's cutting through all demoniac mentality in our heart. Not by sword, but by chanting loudly Harinam. That is killing our demoniac mentality. That is his weapon. And how he is to be worshipped? By most intelligent, Sumedasa. By Sankirtan Yagya. Sankirtan Yagya one has to do. So Mahaprabhu showed by his own example that they were doing Kirtan whole day and night. So this we have to follow. Now we are hearing Bhaktyaloka, last essay of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Bhaktyaloka is about following the sadhus, Satovrite. The life of sadhu we have to follow. And there he said, there are previous sadhus in Puranic age, and now recently those associates of Mahaprabhu. We have to give importance on following these associates of Mahaprabhu. So he collected all the teachings there, what we have to follow, how we have to follow, which practices. We heard about how household devotees should practice, how renunciate devotees should practice, And now we are hearing about what are the common practices for both renunciates and householders. We heard that. We are still hearing. Yes, yesterday we heard that devotees will have no desire for name and fame. It is in their nature. They never want to sing their own glories or hear someone praising them. They have no such desire, and they are not speaking Harikatha to get name and fame. Sometimes you find someone will speak in such a way to impress on the audience for the sake that at the end everyone will clap and say Jai and all this to get praise. That is not real Harikatha. Harikatha should be for the satisfaction of Krishna, not for getting praise. Devotees, they don't want this. Why? Because they have a taste for serving Krishna. They know we have to serve Krishna. That is enjoyment, subtle enjoyment, getting praise. And they know this praise is also chanchala, like money. Today you have it, tomorrow they will criticize. Same person who today praises, tomorrow he will criticize you. So there is no value in that. They are not after that, like conditioned souls. Their only target is to serve Krishna, and they know what credit is in me. I have nothing. Nothing is mine. Everything belongs to Krishna. Even I belong to Krishna. He is my owner. By His grace, it is possible that I can serve Him. So devotees, they are never having any pride. We are hearing during Kartik, Uttam Khaya Vaishnav Khobe Niraviman. Jive Saman Dive Jani Krishna Odishtan. Or Uttam Khaya Apanake Mane Trinadham. He is most exalted, most high person, because he engaged in the service of Krishna, but he never thinks himself as some like very proud. No pride. He is humbler than a blade of grass because he is always in connection with biggest Supreme Lord. Naturally, humbleness is there. And he knows I have nothing. I cannot do anything without His grace. Also, they have no any false ego, so they have no this desire to get respect, but they are giving due respect to all, because he sees Krishna is inside everyone. Also, he sees they all belong to Krishna, so we can give due respect to all. Then that is transcendental platform. Then he can chant Harinam always and also blissfully. We are singing that song. Sakale Saman Korite Shakati Dekhonata Jata Jata Tabe to Gaibo Harinama Suke Aparada Hovehate. At that time, I will be able to chant Harinam blissfully, transcendental bliss, when there are no any offenses, no other desires, only satisfaction of Krishna is only target. They can do always. They cannot remain without chanting. So naturally, while doing all sevas, they are doing. So, in this way, devotees, they don't like. Means they are not demanding or wanting name and fame. Yesterday we heard about Madhavendra Puri. He ran away. He ran away because he knew they will now all praise me. He ran away. But name and fame is following devotee. So our Gurudev told me once also, you cannot avoid getting name and fame, but you should not desire it. You should not demand it. Your concern is with the service of Krishna. But this is very problematic because this desire for respect is connected with false ego. So as long as false ego is there, you cannot be without this desire. Only devotees, according to degree how much they purify themselves, they can be free from this desire. It's very difficult. Someone is like, there are four kinds of pride four kinds of things which make one proud in this world. Someone has a lot of money, opulence, he will be proud, surely. Someone has beautiful body, he will be proud, surely. And if someone will not praise him, oh, you are so beautiful, then he will become angry. And he will want to prove, yes, I'm so beautiful. 10,000 people, they say so. He will want to prove, so just to get that respect. And someone has a lot of knowledge, educated, that PhD, this, he will be proud, surely. Anything someone has more than others, he will be proud. And someone is born in high family, high Brahmin family or some royal family, something, he will be proud, surely. So this pride and demanding respect and then angry when not getting, that is materialistic thing. Devotees, practitioners, they may also have pride. Beginners, I am a devotee. I'm better than other karmis or like this. That pride he will have. Material pride. Then he will say, I have topmost guru. My guru is the best. I am disciple of topmost guru. That kind of pride. Also, I sold so many books. I am devotee since 20 years. All this kind of pride in devotee also will be there. Those who still have anarthas. But this is also not good. One should be concerned with the service of Krishna only, not with any kind of pride. Otherwise this will be obstacle and you will commit offense. By this pride you will misbehave with senior devotees, or you will misbehave with junior devotees or equal devotees. You will misbehave. You will behave proudly. Then you will commit offense. That will be obstacle to your bhajan. That is why it is said, Trinada Pisanichana, Tarora Pisahistuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtanya Sadahuri. With these four qualities, you have to do kirtan. Otherwise, there will be offense and other desires. You cannot get Krishna Prema with such chanting. In first verse, we hear one has to chant Harinam, Mahamantra. But in the third verse, this is also very important. How to chant. Not only to chant anyhow you chant, that is okay. But how to chant, that you can attain Krishna Prema, is very important. So this third verse we have to practice. Under the guidance of those who are pure devotees, then we can attain. Also Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, Nirjanero ghore, pratishtara tore nirjanero ghore tava harinam kyolo koitam. Some of his disciples wanted to do bhajan in lonely place, in Radha Kund, because that is highest transcendental realm, and do bhajan in lonely place that is high, like Haridas Thakur, like, or Raghunath Das Goswami. So, but Prabhupada understood they are doing this for name and fame, not for actual bhajan. So he told that your chanting in lonely place is all hypocrisy. It's complete cheating. You are cheating yourself. You are depriving yourself of eternal welfare only for the sake of name and fame you are doing. And then he said in that song, you don't know what is pratishta, what is this name and fame? It is the stool of a pig, hog or pig. man will eat food. Then when that will digest and like this, then what is waste? Stool, that is very impure and this bad smell and that. But pig, he will eat that stool of man or from other animals also. So what he will digest, what he will waste, that stool, you can imagine how dirty that is, how impure that is. So Prabhupada said, this desire for name and fame is like this stool of a pig, so impure. What to speak of touching? You should not even see that. If you see, you will be polluted. This is how real devotees they see, because it is most opposite to devotion to Krishna. To be proud means you are fully in illusion, total illusion, because you have nothing, you are nothing. You are coming from Krishna, you belong to him, everything is his. But when we are in Maya, then we think I am independent, I am doer, I have so much money, I have these qualities, everything, this total illusion. So it is full obstacle to bhajan. So they use this word to show us, but conditioned souls, what we are doing? We are fighting very much for this thing, even killing each other for this thing, for name and fame. So just the opposite. Then someone asked Srila Sridhar Maharaj, your Gurudev is a sadhu. Sadhus are very gentle and nice. Why your Gurudev used this word? Stool of a pig. Then Sridhar Maharaj said, yes, our Gurudev was searching for the most abominable word, but he could not find anything more impure. That is why he used this word. If he would find something more bad, he would use that word. Means this is really so bad. But conditioned souls, we are fighting for that. You don't know who am I? I'm this. I have this. I have all this, fighting, demanding, and then becoming angry and fighting, killing. That is not devotional. We did not even hear what to speak of practice. We did not even hear this verse, this line, Amanina Manadena. We are loudly saying, proudly saying, I am follower of Mahaprabhu. I belong to the school of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But we did not hear this line, Amanina Manadena. You should not desire respect or demand respect. With knowledge you have to know, why not? And to give due respect to all. We are not paying attention to this instruction. Also, there is one saying in India, someone, he said, when I heard about mercy of Mahaprabhu, I wanted to become a devotee. I was very interested to become a devotee. But then, when I heard this verse, Trinada Pisunichana, Tarora Pisahisnamani, then I became afraid. Then I was like blocked, became afraid. But unless we follow this verse, we cannot progress to Krishna Prema. It is impossible. Only we will name and fame will get, but not Krishna Prema. Then we will be deprived, and when we will not get Pratishta, we will become disturbed, we will suffer. So here, this is a very important point. This is a natural characteristic of those advanced in bhakti. They do not personally speak of their own good qualities, though they have. but they will never speak in order to get respect from others. Never. Even they will speak their own bad qualities. Like Ambarish Maharaj, he was following Ekadashi. He said to Durvasa, no, it is not your fault. No, it is my fault. Though there was no fault in Ambarish, in Ambarish, still he did not see the fault in others. He saw I did something wrong. When they were beating Haridas Thakur to kill him, Haridas Thakur also was praying for their welfare. They are ignorant, they don't know. Then later he told to others, it is actually my fault that I was punished for this, because I was hearing some blasphemy of Vaishnavas. He never heard, but devotees, they are so humble, they think like this. I heard some blasphemy of devotees, that is why I got this punishment. It is right for me, it is good for me, for my teaching. We cannot imagine what is the character of real devotees, beyond imagination of conditioned souls. But they exist, such devotees exist. If we get their association, then that is greatest fortune we can get in this world. From them we can imbibe devotion and we can become inspired and can practice under their guidance. Then, further it is stated here, it is necessary to have no faith in material poetry. Gramya Kabir Kabita Shunite Hoy Dukho, Bidagda Atmya Bhakya Shunite Hoy Sukho. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hearing the poetry of a person who has no transcendental knowledge and who writes about the relationships between man and woman simply causes unhappiness. Whereas hearing the words of a devotee fully absorbed in ecstatic love causes great happiness. So many movies are there with this topic. So many songs, if you hear songs, folk song, 90% they're about this, man-woman thing. 95% or more you will find. And all novels and music on YouTube, all music is about this only. So devotees, they don't hear these things. They become unhappy because that is total Maya. But hearing the words of a devotee fully absorbed in ecstatic love, that causes great happiness. They are devotees, they are expressing Krishna Lila, Gaur Lila, their teaching and about the glories of pure devotees like this. That we have to hear, not YouTube music. Disrespecting the Guru is an offense. Guru upekha koile oiche pol hoy, krome ishwar parjanto aparadete khai. If one's spiritual master rejects him, one becomes so fallen that he, like Ramachandra Puri, commits offenses even to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without shelter of Guru or Vaishnava, we can have no devotion. So if we become averse, we disrespect them, and Guru, Vaishnava, they become dissatisfied with us, then that is so fallen that we will criticize Supreme Lord, who is all good. Supreme Lord is all good, has no any fault. You will find in Shastra. But we try to criticize him. That is full demon. There is no other way than to be killed by Krishna, then to be rescued from that. It is necessary to give up desire for liberation and pride in learning. Ramdas Jodi Pratham Prabhure Milila, Mahaprabhu Odik Tare Kripa Na Korila. Antare mumukho teho vidya garvavan. When Ramdas Bishwash met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord did not show him any special mercy, although this was their first meeting. Within his heart, Ramdas Bishwash was an impersonalist who desired to merge into the existence of the Lord, and he was very proud of his learning. If you hear in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he accompanied Raghunath Bhatta Goswami to Puri. There it is written, he was all the time chanting Ram Nam, and he was very eager to serve Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, to assist him. So outwardly one may say, oh, he's a great devotee. He's always chanting. That is why this is the point. How to chant and for what? Not all chanting is saying. Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. He knows what is in his heart. He knows what is in my heart. He knows what is in everyone's heart. So how we can cheat Supreme Lord? He knows everything. So when Mahaprabhu saw him, he knows he is doing all these things to get liberation, impersonal liberation, and he's very proud of his learning. Outwardly behaving very humbly, but inside keeping that pride. Also, Krishna knows what is in my heart. I am saying with my mouth, I don't want wealth, I don't want followers, I don't want name and fame, I don't want anything. I only want you, Krishna. I'm saying in front of altar, repeating the words of 4th verse of Shikasta Kanadanajan. I'm saying, but Krishna knows what is in my heart. Gurudev said, if really you want only Krishna, nothing else, then that same moment you will get darshan of Krishna. He's always waiting. He's waiting. He wants us, but we don't want him. We may say, but not actually. So subconsciously inside, so many other desires. So we need association of pure devotees to detect that and to rectify that and come to that platform of really having only desire to serve Krishna, not anything else. So Mahaprabhu knows everything. Guru also knows everything. Krishna knows everything, what is inside. We cannot hide anything from them. We have to surrender to them. Then they will help us. Humility is most necessary. Premer sabhab jaha premer sambandha. Say mane Krishna more nahi prem gauna. We are hearing this during Kartik. Wherever there is a relationship of love of Godhead, the natural symptoms are the devotee does not think himself a devotee, but always thinks that he has not even a drop of love for Krishna. This is the symptom. But what we are doing, conditioned souls, I try to advertise and announce how big devotee I am. So just the opposite. Or try to show how big devotee I am. Loudly singing, dancing, to show I am such a great devotee. But one who really has devotion, he will think I have no devotion, because he's in touch with that unlimited reality and in touch with personal associates of Krishna who are real devotees. So he does not think I have any devotion. It's by nature it is like that. So such humility is necessary. One should give up the desire to win. Digbijay karibo bidyar karjo nohe. Ishware bojile sei bidya satya kohe. Chaitanya Bhagavan. Conquering the world. Yes, here example is also to previous verse we are hearing during Kartik. Mahaprabhu said, I have not even a tinge of devotion to Krishna. Then if someone will ask Mahaprabhu, then why you are crying so much for Krishna? Then Mahaprabhu will say, I am crying only to show how great devotee I am, forgetting name and fame. But the proof that I have no devotion to Krishna is this, that without seeing the sweet face of Krishna, I am still living in this world. I did not die out of separation from Krishna. So it proves I have no love for Krishna. That my crying is only for getting name and fame. This is the real humility. They will never show, they will not think or show that they have any kind of devotion. But that is natural. It is not that someone out of mind will act like he's very humble and I am nothing. That is not real thing. Real thing is when one has devotion, and that will cause him to feel I have none. One should understand, yes, conquering the world by means of material education is not desirable. If one engages himself in bhakti, his education is perfected. The Digbijay, he was having a lot of knowledge by the grace of Saraswati. He was conquering whole India, winning over arguments in knowledge, based on Shastra also, winning. So what is the use of that? That is again only for name and fame. I am a great scholar. I have great knowledge. But here, one who will engage in devotion to Krishna, it means he attained highest education, highest knowledge. Why? Because this is most beneficial. By serving Krishna, you serve all, means including yourself. You will be happy. So that is the ultimate goal. So to engage in the service of Krishna, that means highest knowledge. That is why Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was in this worldly sense, he was illiterate person, no knowledge, academic knowledge, but he was pure devotee. That is why Prabhupada took his shelter. And he said, in the dust of a lotus feet, from the lotus feet of my Guru, absolute knowledge is there. By that one particle of dust from his lotus feet on my head, that one particle of dust, I have a knockout punch for every philosophy, every knowledge, everything in this world. I have a knockout punch. I can refute everything. But Gorkishore Das Babaji could not write his own name, could not read his own name even. But he's a pure devotee. He's topmost educated person. But one needs some fine intelligence to understand how this is so. He is the topmost educated person. One should understand that there is one Lord and that the Lord is present in all jivas. Shuno Bab, Sobarai Ekai Ishwar, Nam Matra Bed Kore Hinduye Jabone. Paramarte Ek Kohe Korane Purane, Ek Shuddha Nitya Bostu Akhanda Abhyaye. Poripurna Hoya Boise Sabar Hridoye, Se Prabhur Nam Guno Sakala Jagate, Bolen Sakale Matra Nijo Shastra Mote, Je Ishwar Se Punah Sovar Bhab Loe, Hingsa Korilei Se Tahan Hingsa Hoye. Who said this? Haridas Thakur. The Muslims, they said, why you are chanting the name of another God? You are Muslim. You are chanting the name of Hindu God. You should chant the name of your God, not some other God. Then Haridas Thakur, he explained, my dear sir, there is only one God for all living entities. The difference between the Muslim God and the Hindu God is in name only. They will say Krishna, Hari, Ram, Bhagavan. They will say Allah, Allahu Akbar. And Koda, that is also God in Muslim, Koda. So only in name there is difference. The same person, according to all scriptures, Quran and Puran. Quran and Puran. Puran means Hindu scriptures. God is one. He is the non-dual, eternal, transcendental, absolute truth, infallible and perfectly complete. And in that capacity, he resides in everyone's heart. The Supreme Lord's transcendental name and qualities are glorified throughout the world according to the respective scriptures. The Lord accepts everyone's individual mood of surrender. By committing violence to others, you commit violence to Him. If you beat child of one mother, mother will feel happy or unhappy, because they are related. That is why one who has love for Krishna has love for all living entities, seeing them in relation to Krishna. Compassion to all living entities is love for Krishna. Violence to, cruel behavior to any living entity is offense to Krishna, is violence to him. So Haridas Thakur said there is only one God, name is different. According to the level of surrender, they will get that revelation. How God is inspiring them to worship, they will worship. So I'm chanting Krishna's name. Then they told him, yes, now this is coming. Then they told him, no, you should not chant the name of another God. You should stop this chanting of Hindu God, otherwise we will kill you. Then Haridas replied this. Here Bhaktyaloka Thakur first is telling one should remain firm on the path of bhakti at all times. Then Haridas Thakur gave this verse. Khanda khanda hoi deho jai jodi pran tobu ami badane na chari harinam. Even if my body is cut into pieces and I lose my life, I will never give up chanting the Lord's holy name. Chaitanya Bhagavat. How this is possible? Haridas Thakur knows, I am spirit soul, I am not this body. Spirit soul belongs to Krishna, is eternal servant. It is spirit soul who is moving this body and doing all activities. It is spirit soul who can do devotion to Krishna. Body is only instrument. So even if you cut my body to pieces and life will go out, still I will never give up devotion to Krishna. I will never give up chanting. Soul is eternal. Relation with super soul is eternal. Krishna is eternal. Devotion is eternal. I will never give up. Why? Because you say so. No. I will always serve Krishna. That is proper. So even if you kill my body, I will never give up devotion. One who has transcendental realization, he can speak like this, and he really, Haridas Thakur really means it. He showed it. He proved it. They were beating him to death, but he never stopped chanting. He never stopped love for Krishna and love for all. He did not become revengeful to them or wishing them bad, but he was praying to those who were beating him. So he proved. When I was in Puri in 1999, few months after, half year after my Harinam initiation, I was reading that book of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, so I liked this verse very much of Haridas Thakur. So I was thinking I will memorize this verse and I will tell this to Gurudev. Like I have such resolve, such determination, such decision. If I will never give up chanting Harinam, but it did not happen I somehow, maybe I did not memorize, or I could not in front of Gurudev, but it was better like that, because that was out of false pride only. It is not that I can say this in reality. I can say with mouth. That is not difficult. I can memorize. But to be established, to really mean this, is not so easy. You have to have transcendental realization. You have to be established on transcendental platform to say this. Otherwise, someone will cut your body, and even we cannot tolerate some abuse from others. Someone will not give respect, disrespect something, we cannot tolerate. We become disbalanced totally. So it's not so easy. But Haridas Thakur can say and mean, and he proved it. If we practice sincerely, then when we will come to that platform, transcendental platform, being well established, then you can say this and you can do this in all circumstances. One should remain firm on the path of bhakti at all times, like Prahlad Maharaj, like Ambarish Maharaj, like Haridas Thakur, and so many other examples. They proved their transcendental devotion, eternal devotion. Then only one more I will read. One should behave as follows with enemies. Ei sab jibere Krishna koroho prasad, mor drohe nohu es sobara parat. This is Haridas Thakur saying again. When they were beating him to death, O Krishna, be merciful on these living entities. Forgive their offense of torturing me. So, Jai Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. This year I was very happy to be able to visit, although I did not plan or expect, but by Gurudev's mercy and Krishna's mercy, it happened. I went that Fulia Gram, where Haridas Thakur was doing bhajan. There this thing happened. And there also that prostitute came. But Haridas Thakur was on transcendental platform, tasting Krishna Rasa. Why he will be interested in material sense enjoyment? That is disgusting from that platform. We conditioned soul, we think it is very good. Like pig, he's eating the stool of human beings. He thinks it is very good taste, nice from his perspective, but from another, it is disgusting. So why Haridas Thakur will do that? He's tasting Krishna Prema. So he not only he did not fall down, but he rescued that prostitute. She was crying in front of him, I am so dirty, and I wanted to do this offense. And she was crying loudly, but she had Sukriti. She was bowing down to Tulsi and she heard Harinam from pure devotee. Then she surrendered to him and asked how I can be rescued. Then Haridas Thakur said, yes, I know why you came. Immediately when you came, I know why you came. I know everything. I could leave at that moment, but I wanted to grace you. This is the nature of a real devotee. I wanted to grace you. So now you distribute that money which you earned by that profession to all others. You distribute to give for the service of Vaishnavas, Brahmins, temples. You cut your hair, by which you attracted all men to you. Your beautiful hair you cut. Also you give up all this nice dress, and with one cloth, simple cloth, you come here. Then she came because she had firm faith in her Guru, Haridas Thakur, because she felt his mercy. He rescued. By his grace, her heart changed. She knows this. So she had full faith in her Guru. And she fully surrendered. Haridas Thakur did not take any sannyas. He did not take mantra diksha even. But he was chanting Harinam, and pure Harinam. So he was also Guru. He could be a Guru. So he initiated her into chanting Mahamantra. And he told her, you take this place here in this Bhajan Kutir, my Bhajan Kutir, I'm giving to you. You serve Tulsi, you chant Harinam. And she did. She was chanting 3 lakhs Harinam every day, and she became pure devotee. Topmost devotee, pure devotee, Uttamadhikari, such a devotee that all others, they came to take her darshan, pray for her grace. Such change happened. From prostitute to topmost devotee by the grace of Haridas Thakur. So he initiated, and that happened there in that place, Fulia. Also Maya they became. So this is important, pure chanting, and they have this compassion to all. Haridas Thakur, he could not think anything, any harm to anyone. Though they were trying to kill him, but he was thinking of their welfare. It is not so easy to become a real sadhu, a real devotee. It is not impossible, but not so easy. And by only saying so, you cannot become. You need practice, surrender, full surrender. Tomorrow, we'll further hear about how devotees should practice and live in this world.